Hi everyone! Welcome to the first Tutorial Tuesday. Today's topic is Adobe Illustrator and vector illustration. I started using vector illustration when I was in middle school for yearbook class, but as I got more into the maker mindset, I started to realize its full potential. Basically, vector illustration is creating points in an artboard that can be edited at any time. Points are created with the pen tool, which you drag to create a curve. Tracing something is one of the best functionalities of these programs. To import something, you can simply copy and paste. It's a good idea to put the image in your bottom layer and then lock that layer so that you don't accidentally edit the image. You can then create a second layer to trace over the image. Clicking the point with the pen tool while you're drawing something will automatically get rid of any residual curve left over from the curve from the previous line and make your next line very straight. If you need to make an angle that would be too sharp if you put your point in the corner, you can draw past the angle as I've done, and then click on the line with the pen tool, which turns into a plus when you hover over the line. This will add a point to your line. Once you've added your point, click on the end of the point again and hit delete. This will preserve the part of your line that you wanted to keep. To continue the line, click the anchor point again. After you've finished tracing part of your image, you can click on the points and manipulate them with the arrow keys or with your cursor. Handles are parts of the anchor points that allow you to change the curvature of your line without moving your point. This triangle is a good point for flipping your image. You can create half of your image, then copy, paste, and flip it to create a perfectly symmetrical object. I used my shape tool to draw the triangles, then right-clicked and copy-pasted the object and selected Reflect to flip it around the vertical axis. If you hold Shift while you are drawing or resizing an image, the software will automatically snap everything to 45-degree increments and force it to retain its shape. To create cutouts of your drawing, you can draw a rectangle around the drawing and then hit Ctrl, Shift, open bracket, or Command Shift, open bracket with the rectangle selected. This will send the shape to the bottom of the canvas, putting your drawing back on top. Then, simply select both your drawing and the rectangle, navigate to the Pathfinder toolbar on the right middle side of the screen, and click Subtract Front. This will give you a cutout shape. There's other options here that might suit your project better too. I use my vector images produced from tracing or freehanding in Illustrator for 3D printing and embroidery. In most 3D modeling programs, there's a way to import a vector file in the SVG format. In my embroidery software, you can't import an SVG, but you can import a PNG that you export from SVG, which stands for Standard Vector Graphics. I'll elaborate on both of these in future tutorials. Please let me know if you'd like me to go into any more detail about anything I talked about in this tutorial, and ask questions below. I know that everyone can't afford the Adobe Creative Suite, so there are some alternatives to Illustrator that you can consider. Inkscape and Fusion 360 are the two most commonly used ones. Fusion 360 is special because it's also a CAD program. Thank you for watching the first Tutorial Tuesday. These will hopefully get less few and far between as the year goes on and I start to build up a backlog. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Bye!